Hello, my name is Deborah Masucci. I am an independent arbitrator and mediator who also is an adjunct professor at Fordham University's School of Law, where I teach an arbitration practicum preparing 2Ls to compete in arbitration advocacy competitions. The presentation that I deliver today leverages the tactics and tips these students are taught that have led them to success in past competitions and prepare them for their role in the legal profession, advocating for their clients in arbitration proceedings. That is why the presentation is titled Advocating for Your Client and Gaining the Upper Hand. So let's go to the agenda. We will start this program by defining what is a virtual proceeding and why do parties want to use this type of a platform. Clearly, the pandemic forced parties with disputes to experiment with different platforms to resolve their disputes rather than wait for a time to come together on site. This happened not only in arbitration and mediation proceedings, but it also happened in the court themselves. The experimentation of these parties has led to more lasting use of virtual platforms for entire proceedings or pieces of proceedings. We will then discuss procedural issues that must be considered to ensure that any decision is durable and not subject to attack. Next, we'll talk about how to optimize technology and the equipment you will need. The final part of this first part of the agenda will discuss process considerations, procedural process considerations. We will then go on in the next part to discuss the arbitration process itself and how to deliver your case while keeping the attention of the arbitrators so they can give you the relief you seek. What is the goal of the opening presentation? How do you prepare your witness and showcase the witness presentation? How are documents used and stored? And what should be included in the closing statement? Finally, I will prepare or have prepared closing remarks that will provide you with resources that you can use in the future. What is a virtual platform? There are 3 forms that a virtual platform can take. The most common form is leveraging technologies like Zoom, TeamViewer, and GoToMeeting. These are just a few options. However, you should discuss the optimal platform with the ADR provider administering your arbitration or the arbitrators themselves before deciding which platform to use. They have a lot of experience and knowledge about the best platforms. Keep in mind, some of the virtual platforms that parties have used are best suited for meetings, not necessarily arbitration hearings themselves. 2 other virtual platforms that were historically used are the telephone and document proceedings where there are no live hearings, but the arbitrator decides the case based on the documents presented by the parties. This presentation will focus on platforms where the parties, arbitrators, and witnesses are seen on screens such as Zoom. Why virtual platforms? Well, there are several important reasons to use virtual platforms. The first and the easiest to identify is the ease of scheduling the hearing. When determining the date of a hearing, you don't have to worry about travel schedules or tight commuting time. The parties, lawyers, witnesses, and arbitrators can be brought into the proceeding from different locations. As travel restrictions imposed because of the pandemic are lifted, attorneys and clients may want to be in the same room, sitting side by side, but coordination of schedules and travel are still limited. Because of this particular efficiency, having, not having people travel, the cost of an arbitration proceeding has gone down. An ADR provider might still charge a fee for their preferred platform, but that cost is significantly smaller than paying the cost of travel, lodging, and meals that could be incurred when everyone, including the arbitrators, are required to congregate on site in one location.